What would happen if the sun went supernova? The sun, our body's soul who gives us warmth and life. The massive ball of fire and gas who can fit 1,003,000 Earths in it. If Sol ever exploded, we would all burn and die in a fiery ball of death. Now, to know what would happen if the sun exploded, you have to know what a supernova is. A supernova is a star that dies one of two ways. Either it runs out of nuclear fuel, which is the most common way for a star to die, or a star's energy could be drained by a nearby white dwarf. More on those later. After either of these happen, a star explodes, radiating deadly heat in every direction, killing most of the planets in its orbit, or at least any sign of life on said planets. After a supernova, a star can do one of three things. It can spin and turn into a pulsar. It can shed off all its atom material, leaving the white hot core called a white dwarf. Or, if it's a really big star, it can attract massive amounts of gravity and turn into a black hole. In 4 to 5 billion years, that might actually happen, but the Earth won't be there to witness it. By the time the sun expands into a red giant, being 1,591,136,915,666,931 kilograms, or 8 solar masses, it would have swallowed us up anyway. So this whole presentation is hypothetical. However, if it could, here's what would happen. It would kill the ozone layer, which would cause mass extinction, as it would be able to burn us in less than a minute. Unless we were underground, loss of the ozone layer would fry everyone. But the loss of our ozone layer would be the least of our problems. There would be no escape. On the side of the Earth that faced the sun, the explosion would boil away the surface at hundreds of meters per second. You might be thinking, what about the side of the Earth not facing the sun? But people on the night side wouldn't do much better. Scattered light would heat Earth to lethal temperatures. Scientists estimate that the planet would be roughly 15 times hotter than the surface of the sun currently is, which equals 84,000 degrees Celsius. Far above the boiling point of any known material, and much hotter than any human could withstand, obviously. At best, the Earth would evaporate in a few days. The explosion of our sun would heat even Pluto to temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun is right now. Remember that Pluto is currently 5,906,292,480 kilometers away from the sun. After the explosion, the sun's atom material would be gone, and just a small burning hot core would be left, and as you know, that would be called a white dwarf. The question on everybody's lips is, could we survive? No. Glossary. Celestial, an object or phrase related to or located in space. Ozone layer, the layer of ozone particles around Earth, protecting us from the sun's radiation. Pulsar, a dead star that is spinning. Red giant, a star's biggest and coldest form, which means that star is about to explode. Solar mass, a way to measure the weight of very heavy things, normally celestial objects. Supernova, the explosive death of a star. White dwarf, the burning hot core of a dead star.